I visited with a fellow over a campfire up in the middle of the wilderness in northern Wyoming, and he'd been talking about doing this for years. And he always come up with an excuse not to. And I was at a time in my life where I was kind of at a crossroads. I could go do whatever I wanted to do if I wanted to, and so it intrigued me. They've always told me I was born about 150 years too late, and the idea of doing a ride, you know, not even a specific, just doing it, just get a horseback and do what I would have done if I'd have been born 100 years ago. And the more he talked about it, the more it became intriguing to me, to the point where I finally said, why don't we just quit talking about it and put it together and do it. So when we come off the mountain, that's what I did. I started putting it together and coming up with different angles, because I'm just a poor boy. In fact, I was working for the sheriff's department, and I quit them to go to putting this together. So I didn't have any money, and everything was going to be done on a shoestring. So we thought maybe if we got some sponsorship, maybe get, you know, like they do nowadays, they get Red Bull or one of them to sponsor some silly project. And but we didn't have as good a luck as that fella jumped out of that bubble did the other day. But I did put out about 250 letters to different possible sponsors, and we got a lot of responses in goods more than anything. Like Buck sent us each a hunting knife, and Schrade sent us a folding pocket knife, and different things like that. But at any rate, I found out why that other boy didn't do the ride. He liked to talk about it. He didn't really want to do it, because when it come right down to time to go, getting close to going, he started going the other direction, didn't want to do it. And by then I was hooked. I was going to do it come hell or high water, and so I just bulled up and did it. Well, originally, when that old boy bailed out on me, I was going to do it by myself. And my younger brother, Tom, got wind of it, and I talked to him a couple, 3 days before I was going to start, and he said, well, who's going to do this with you? And I said, nobody, I'm going to do it by myself. And he said, no, you're not. And I said, he had a family and a job. He was working for Bridger Coal over there by Rock Springs. And he said, I'll be down there day after tomorrow. So our brother Casey and his wife brought him down, and the night before we took off, he showed up, and when we started out the next morning to do the ride, well, he was with me, and I could have spent 6 months coming up with a partner and couldn't have picked a better one. He definitely was a good choice.